Is the US pushing AI talent away? Is the US shooting itself in the foot? For decades, the United States has stood at the pinnacle of artificial intelligence research, fueled in large part by a steady stream of global talent. But today, that dominance faces a serious threat, not from competition alone, but from within. Trump policies, such as proposed cuts to R&D budgets of NSF, NIH, and NASA, freezing or withdrawal of federal funding from several prominent universities, and heightened immigration restrictions are already prompting many researchers to consider leaving the U.S. A survey conducted by Nature found that 75% of U.S.-based scientists have contemplated jobs abroad. It's not just speculation anymore. AI brain drain is happening. America's edge in AI owes a major debt to foreign-born researchers. According to a 2022 study by the Paulson Institute's Macropolo think tank, nearly 40% of the top AI researchers in U.S. institutions earned their undergraduate degrees in China. That's more than the number of U.S.-educated researchers. Most of these individuals come to the U.S. for graduate school and stay to work at world-leading tech firms like Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI. Their contributions are enormous. US-based AI researchers played pivotal roles in developing cutting-edge AI models and introducing new ideas. The US remains a global hub for AI innovation, but it relies heavily on this international pipeline. Among them, Fei Li, who immigrated from China, stands out as a pioneering force. Her work on ImageNet helped trigger the modern deep learning era, and her leadership continues to shape ethical, human-centered AI at Stanford and beyond. Alongside her, influential figures like Ilya Sutskever, Wojciech Zaremba, Olga Rusakovsky, Demis Hassabis, and Vladlen Kolton further exemplify how international talent fuels U.S. dominance in AI research and innovation. However, we're now seeing cracks in that pipeline. Stricter immigration policies, long wait times for green cards, visa denials, and increased scrutiny are making it difficult for talented foreign researchers to remain in the U.S. The case of Kai Chen, a Canadian AI researcher at OpenAI who significantly contributed to GPT 4.5 and was denied a green card after 12 years in the U.S., highlights this issue. Guo Junqi, an award-winning AI researcher and IEEE fellow, has left the U.S. after a decade-long career. Formerly at Microsoft and Huawei Research USA, Qi now leads the Machine Perception and Learning Lab at Westlake University in Hangzhou, where he supervises 20 researchers developing deep learning models for image, video, and virtual environments. Likewise, Alex Lam, a senior researcher at Microsoft's New York lab with prior experience at Amazon and Google Brain, and studied under Turing Award winner Yoshua Bengio, is moving to Tsinghua University in Beijing. Starting in fall 2025, Lam will begin a professorship in Tsinghua's College of Artificial Intelligence, marking another significant talent loss for the U.S. While the U.S. tightens its academic and research policies, other nations are stepping up with open arms. For example, the European Commission launched the $566 million Choose Europe for Science initiative, offering long-term contracts, super grants, and relocation incentives. The goal is to position Europe as a welcoming and competitive destination for researchers. In France, the Safe Place for Science program by Aix-Marseille University drew over 60 applications from U.S. researchers within days. This initiative was specifically designed to attract researchers facing difficulties or feeling unwelcome elsewhere, particularly in the context of tightening policies in the U.S. Canadian institutions are also luring displaced U.S. talent with streamlined visa processes and a welcoming research environment. Canada has introduced fast-track visa programs like the Global Talent Stream and Express Entry, making it much easier for U.S. researchers and tech professionals to relocate quickly. Among the Gulf states, nations like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia are investing heavily in AI infrastructure and integrating it into their energy sectors, building high-paying ecosystems to retain and recruit global talent. Traditionally a net exporter of top engineers, India is becoming a consumer of its own tech talent. a growing domestic tech sector fueled by India's own digital transformation and increasing opportunities within the country is retaining more of its highly skilled engineers. Coupled with stricter U.S. immigration policies, this has led to a shift where India is increasingly benefiting from its own talent pool rather than primarily being a net exporter. Perhaps most concerning is China's recent calculated recruitment campaign targeting recently laid-off U.S. researchers, particularly those with AI expertise. Ads offering full-cycle relocation support to Shenzhen began appearing in March on LinkedIn, Craigslist, and major publications, coinciding with budget-driven layoffs at U.S. federal agencies like the CDC and NIH, following cuts by the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Intelligence analysts view this effort, allegedly backed by a shadowy Chinese tech conglomerate, as part of a broader non-traditional acquisition strategy. The FBI has warned that such talent programs may be used to covertly extract intellectual property from U.S. institutions. Laid-off federal researchers, especially those with security clearances, are particularly vulnerable. The current brain drain cuts to the heart of the issue, and the answer isn't encouraging. According to international assessments such as PISA and TIMSS, U.S. students show relatively low interest and weaker performance in STEM fields compared to global peers. Long educational pathways, a weak K-12 STEM pipeline, and more lucrative career options outside academia deter many from entering science and engineering tracks. Even with heavy investment, training a new generation of domestic AI researchers would take years and would still not match the current level of expertise being lost. The U.S. still has unmatched institutions, massive R&D investments, and a concentration of top AI companies, but these advantages are eroding. With seasoned professionals like Guo Junqi and Alex Lam moving abroad, and with other countries offering ever more appealing alternatives, America's ability to stay on top is no longer a given. China's strategic recruitment of laid-off scientists, the Gulf's booming AI ecosystem, Europe's megagrants, Canada's welcome mat, and India's new focus on domestic retention all point to one thing: the world is actively reshaping the global AI landscape, and the U.S. is at serious risk of falling behind. Do you anticipate that more and more AI researchers will leave the U.S.? If this happens, what are the remedies? Can the U.S. quickly educate local students to fill the gap? Please leave your comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.